Hello, Ivan.
Hello, hi.
Ivan, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview.
Yeah, no problem.
And today is the rest day at the candidates.
Yes, we are in an amazing place. Yeah, so
Yeah, we are in a
really
very
amazing
beautiful
place, yeah.
location here in Cyprus, in
Yeah.
Cap St. George's. So what brings you here to the candidates? You are one of the seconds.
Yes, I am coaching the Chinese player Zhu Jiner, who is #1 by rating. And it's not my first candidate that I am coaching, but first time with her. So really, we have good. I have good hopes for this tournament.
Actually, you see that most of the seconds in this tournament are people from the same country many times.
Yes.
So how did this happen with Zhu Jiner, that you started training her? How did you meet her? How did you two come together?
Yeah, I think it was after we played together in Fujairah last year, and she actually beat me. So,
Wow.
Yeah, and then after the game, okay, she said if it's possible to speak. So yeah, so that's how we met, and then we started our collaboration.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And
She played. You remember, she played very good in Fujairah. She
Right.
had like fantastic result, +3 or something, in very super strong open. So.
And she is right now one of the most talented women players in the world, right?
Yeah, of course. No, she's almost #1, because if you don't count Hoyo Fan, which she's not playing much, she's by rating, #1. So.
Yeah, and maybe the tournament is still going on. There are a lot of things that are, have to be very carefully dealt with for you as a second. So
No, it's still very early. It's very early for everybody. Everybody has, especially in the women section, everybody is super close. So there are only 2 players +1, 2 -1, and the rest is 50%. So it's like everything is into the play. No?
right. And you said this is not your first candidates where you've been a second. We all know that you worked with Topalov. I would love to
Yeah,
talk
this was
about
many
that.
years ago,
That
yeah.
was many years ago. But were there anyone else that you worked with?
Okay, Alireza, of course. No, I was 3 or 4 years working with Alireza. In Madrid, I was not with him directly, but I was online helping him. So, and I was with him in many strong events. So Alireza was one of the guys that I was a lot of time. No? And I was last time in Toronto. I was with the Bulgarian girl Salimova. I was because she's from Bulgaria, so I decided to help.
Yeah, so actually you've had an incredible chess career in a
mostly
way.
like coaching, but
Even as a player, you've
Yeah, of
crossed
course, but-
2700 ELO.
yeah, many times.
So that's actually makes you, I mean, if not for Topalov, you are the #2 player, like after him in Bulgaria, right?
Of course. But actually also, at that time 27 was really big. Now
Yes.
I'm not sure it's so big, but at that time was like, it was considered to be super grandmaster if you have 27. Now I think there are more players with 27. So I remember first time I crossed 27, I was 27 maybe 10, and I was number maybe 16 in the world. No? So it was a bit different
Wow.
than now. No?
Now it's like you reached 35 or something.
Yes, now it's a little bit different, but still it's okay. It's good to have 27. I had some good events. I won Gibraltar Masters, which was at that time was like the best open in the world. Also, once I was quarter-final in the World Cup. I reached quarter-final. I lost to Magnus 2007, many years ago in Khanty-Mansiysk. So yeah, I had good results. I mean, I'm happy with my career, of course.
So you personally are like, when you began playing chess, was it like something that you always dreamt of, that you would like to become the world champion or something?
Yeah, but I think everybody is like this, especially the strong players who reach 27. Everyone wants to be world champion. I doubt that someone says, no, I just want to play. I doubt this. Of course I want it, yeah, of course, but there are many things that should go together. It's not like, even if you're very talented or work a lot, it's not guaranteed. So you need to have some luck also, and there are many things. Because world champions, there are only, I don't know how many, like 20, so it's not so easy. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with my playing career for sure. But coaching is a bit better, because I was with Topalov, he became world champion. With Alireza, we had very good time also. He won, I think, in Sinkefeld Cup. He won with me, and
Which was the years that you worked with Alireza?
I worked between 2021 and the last year, but we had some short break maybe at some point. But more or less, yeah, 3 years we were kind of working with some short breaks and so on, because he doesn't play so much, you know, so that's why. But I was in Sinkifeld when he won the whole Grand Chess Tour, so this was very good event. I'm really proud of this because he won both events. He won the Rapid Blitz and then he won the Classical, so it was really good, good tournament for us, yeah.
I think the world of chess really loves Alireza and the way he plays, so I want to understand a bit more about him later. But first, Veselin Topalov, because when I was young and growing up, I was just maybe 15 years old, is when Veselin was at the peak.
Yeah.
And he was playing incredible chess, and Louis was one of those tournaments.
I was there, yeah. 2005, I was maybe 19 years old. And we started because we had the same manager. No, we were from Bulgaria both. I had the manager, Danilov, yes. And of course he brought us together. And actually, the first tournament I was with him, it was Linares when Kasparov retired. You know, the last game, Topalov, Kasparov. You know this, no? The last game of Kasparov is with Topalov.
Which Topalov won?
Yeah, it was some pawn end game. He lost. And this was my first experience. Then we started working, and then we worked for St. Louis. So I was there with him. It was only me and Danilov. So basically, I was the only, you know, coach. And then after that, okay, I was with him many years, like maybe 7 years or something, till 2011. I was in the match with Kramnik, with Anand, of course, with Kamsky, and all the strong events. No? So it was very good experience for me. I think. To be honest, I also lost a little bit of this because I didn't play so much. At that time I was young, I was strong. But I also learned many things, so yeah, it's... You cannot say it's only good or only bad, but I had good experience also. Yeah.
As someone very close to Topalov and, you know, seeing him work so closely, how would you sort of tell the viewers, because many of them in recent times haven't seen peak Topalov because he hasn't been playing recently. So how would you kind of describe him as a player?
No, for me, he was probably one of the best that I have seen when he was very strong, 2005. He was like machine, you know. I'll review a little bit because he's not playing anymore, so I'll review our schedule. So we were going to gym in the morning, then we were training, then again some fitness or something, and he was like super concentrated only on chess. No, it was really... I mean, we could work like, for example, with Kramnik, we were working 3 months against the match with Kramnik, like non-stop, like every day, like super going gym, chess, calculation, everything. And this is very difficult to maintain for a long time. And he was really good in ideas, in everything, because at that time it was different. Computers were not so strong.
Computers could just help you, right? They wouldn't
not even help you. It was really tough because you need to find ideas yourself. You know, it's not like now. You need to find ideas, and then even there you're not sure because computer was giving -2 or something. You don't know. You know this idea with Kramnik, very famous. This knight takes f7.
Yes, in the semi-Slav, right?
Yes. Now the computers they show 0-0 immediately, but at that time it was -2. So I was not sure it's lost or winning or you don't know. Yeah? I just tried. I said, okay, let's see. Wow. But you don't know the real evaluation because you have no idea. No, you just know
it's interesting. So how does one work at that point? Like just by playing?
No, but I found it. For example, this I just said, okay, let's try. It looks interesting, and then we analyzed for a long time, and that's how it was working. And Topalov was very good in this. He was giving very good ideas all the time. So. Even many times in the sauna, we just stay in the sauna and say, why not this move? I remember with Anand, for example, the first game in the match, we had one idea, but we were not sure about the move order. And then in the sauna, he figured out the best move order, and then we checked. It was very interesting. Wow. Some rook c1, I don't remember so much.
In the Grunfeld, yes?
Yes, but it was some rook c1 before something. It was very interesting. And actually, okay, he was very good in this. Nowadays, it's difficult to do that because computers are just, they'll say, okay, it's good or bad immediately, no?
So actually, the value of a second, do you think has diminished or do you think it has just changed?
I think it's changed, but I think it's less than before because now everybody can be your second, basically. I mean, you can have somebody 2500, still can be good because the computers are so good that you don't need me. I mean, it's like you can have everyone. At that time, I really had a lot of ideas also. I was checking, I was working a lot and so on. Now you don't need to work so much. I mean, you can have 1 hour with good engine. You can check every line basically.
Right.
You don't need at that time. Okay, to check one line, you need I don't know, 1 week maybe. No, it's a what? No?
So do you think now the more important thing is that a player should feel good with you?
of course.
That might be, I mean, earlier as well, but maybe that is more.
No, but now it's different. I mean, now you need more like ideas that they're not so great, but the other player, your opponent, doesn't know them, and it's very tricky now. You need to be very flexible. You need to play everything just to get them, in some unknown territory, which is. It's also interesting, but it's just different from before, Because before you could have very good, objectively good ideas. Now you cannot. You just need, like for example, yesterday this game Esipenko-Giri, this bishop d3, of course, it's nothing special, But it's interesting idea for one game. So these kind of ideas now are important,
Very interesting. Yeah. And when I remember also Topalov's games, there were a lot of exchange sacrifices back then.
Yes.
And that was something that he was famous for. Was it something that came by practice? Was it natural?
No, I think it was natural for him, and he was very good in understanding dynamics. So many times he was just giving this exchange. It was interesting, and if you look at the games now, sometimes it was not objectively good. But simply without computer is different. I mean, during the games, different. He was really good in these unbalanced positions, so he understood very well, and that's why he was all the time giving these kind of ideas, because it was for him natural. And also for me, in a sense, because I think we have very similar style. Of course, he's much better, but I mean, in the style of game, of understanding, we're very close. So that's why we matched very good. Because I also was very dynamic, and we just understand each other very well. So this was the point, yeah.
And you were just 19 when you started working with him.
Yeah.
So were you of this opinion that, okay, I'll work with him, it'll help my chess, I will also become stronger as a player?
Yeah, at that time, from the beginning, yes. At some point I was a little bit not so happy, because I didn't play so much, and I actually wanted to also be like, next to Topalov, So, but it was what I said from the beginning. It was like I gained something, I also lost something. It's like this. It's always like this. It's never it's never white and black, But in general, I'm happy that we had very good time. Yeah.
And when these matches happened, these World Championship matches, there was also a lot of pressure outside the board, not just off the games. And for a young guy like you, was it a bit too much to handle? Because let's say the controversies that happened and all of that, how did you keep your cool?
Yeah, with Kramnik was crazy match. With Anand also was very tense. I mean, there were no problems, but it was really tense match. I mean, at that time, I don't know, when you are young, you don't think about such things, When you are young, I just wanted to help. I was checking the lines. It was different mentality, Now maybe I would think more about other stuff, but at that time, when you are 19, life is, just different, yeah? So I didn't think much about, to be honest. I think for Topalov was bad. I think after Kramnik, he went a little bit down, because he lost very badly there, and it was really tense match, But for me, it didn't influence me so much. I don't think so.
Do you think, like, you as a person, I know, you're very soft-spoken and very nice, very kind. Was it also very similar with Veselin, and was it very tough for okay, someone's just... So was it very tough for Topalov as well, all these things that happened, and maybe, or mentally, was it fine?
I think for him was tough. After Kramnik, he was really lost a little bit, because he was all the time speaking about Kramnik. He was really convinced, I mean, he's still probably convinced that he was cheating, which I don't think so, for example. But I think these things, they just didn't help him, for sure. They helped him, but anyway, even after that, he went back into very strong shape, Even if you remember, his peak rating was 2016 or something, which is many years after Anand match, Kramnik match. So he was just super good. Yeah? This is the reality.
And for you personally as a player, what do you think were the missing elements that stopped you from becoming, let's say, the top player? As you mentioned, like, you have been 2700 plus, you reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup, you managed to win the Gibraltar Masters.
Yeah.
So,
No, I think it's complex things. You cannot say one thing only. No, probably some mentality a little bit. I never had a team. Also, I never, had coaches for myself and team. But you cannot say only one thing. There are probably many things. No, so I mean, I was not also so talented, maybe like Topalov or Alireza. So there are many things just together. And what I mentioned before, you need a little bit luck, maybe sometimes to go into the top tournaments. Because I started kind of a little bit later. I mean, in the sense that I was 27 when I was 20, and I never played the strong events, so it was difficult to break there. It was really difficult. I was playing the opens when I had 27, 20. I was playing opens, so it was not easy. But it's just how it goes. It's not everybody can be top 10. No, I mean, okay, it's probably many things you need to have, to go together to reach this level. No?
So in between this period of 2010, when maybe you were working with Topalov at that point, and 2021 when you began working with Alireza, in these 10 years, were you still working with Topalov? Were there other players you helped?
No, I stopped working with Topalov, I think 2011. It was the last time, and then we stopped working. And then I was just concentrated on my career, and actually I had very good, because I braked again 27 when I was much older. I was 28 maybe, 29. I braked 2018. Again I braked 27. Even my peak, I reached my peak. At that time I was playing really good at that time. I switched for Georgia, maybe you remember this. 2 years I played
you
for
actually
Georgia.
Changed federations in between. What was the reason?
It was because of the Bulgarian Federation. We were out of FIDE, we couldn't play tournaments, so I had to change. And I went for Georgia for 2 years, then I came back. In COVID time, I think I came back. So.
Right.
Yeah. But at that period, I was just working for myself. And maybe the Spanish guy, Salgado Lopez from Spain. He went to Bulgaria. He's still in Bulgaria, by the way. So he's married there now, and he's half Bulgarian.
Okay.
So he went in Bulgaria with me. We were training a lot at that time. We were going to gym. We were very serious. And this was the years when I break also. I won Gibraltar. I had very good results. But then I was coaching a little bit. I was with Giri one time. I don't know, maybe it's a secret, but it was a long time ago. So yeah, I don't know. He will not mind, I guess. And then with Alireza was the serious. Yeah, I was with him quite serious. Yeah.
And how did it begin with Alireza? Like, how did he reach out to you?
I think his father reached out with me. I don't know exactly how it happened. Probably they just wrote me or something. But I knew him already because I played with him a couple of tournaments before that. So I knew he's like super good. This was probably 2021 or the end of 2020, something like this.
This is when he had already broken into 2800, no? Somewhere there.
When we started, he was 27 still, 27, maybe 20, 30, 40, something like this. But he was going up, so yeah, it was clear. And I was with him in Stavanger, I think, 2021. This was the first time I was with him. And then we worked a lot for the candidates for Madrid 2022. Yeah. Then we had some short breaks because I also wanted to play, and he didn't like this so much. He wanted me to be only with him, so it was like a little bit, tense. But I understand, of course, it's normal. No? So, but it was I had a very good time with him. Yeah, very good time.
Well, what about him do you think is so special that makes him?
For me, it's the most talented probably chess players of all time. I mean, it's really one. I mean, one of them for sure. Even maybe more than Carlsen, I don't know. But because he's like supernatural, I mean, he works a lot also, but not like the other guys. So I think he's just very natural. That's why.
What is natural for you? Like, does it mean that without working too much, you still are playing at a high level?
Yes, this is what I mean. Yes, this is what I mean, because I know how I was working. I was really working much more than him for sure, because I was like working all the time. But he's just, for example, this blitz bullet. That's why he's so good, because he's just, for him, it's like normal, just go and play and doesn't care. Very good mentality also. No, he's just in chess, very good mentality, very good talent, and just understanding.
Do you think some people just work hard and feel good about themselves, and then their best chess comes out? And for some, it doesn't matter whether they work hard or not, they just rise to the occasion no matter what.
Yes, I think it's true. For example, if you see Fabi, let's say, I think he's working much more than Alireza. I mean, But yeah, I mean, Alireza for me, he's like super, really talented, but I cannot even explain it. It's like, it's just talent for me.
Was there
Talent
something...
and also working, obviously, but not like the others. This is 100%.
Was there some memory in your mind that sticks out with him that you thought, okay, this is special?
No, but I played many times blitz with him and many times, with short time control. And I know when you have 10 seconds on the clock, doesn't matter the position, you lose all the time. It's just impossible, Because I also can fight with him when we play normal blitz or something. But under 10 seconds, it's just impossible. You just lose every time. It's like maybe if you're Nakamura, you lose less, or if you're Carlsen, maybe you can win sometimes. But if you are me or some normal mortal guy, you just lose all the time. So I think in bullet or blitz, only 3-4 people they can play with him. It's just impossible otherwise to handle. I mean, he's just just impossible. I cannot explain it, but he's just super fast, and you just lose. Yeah?
So amazing to know this. And basically this period also was the one where he got a bit into his fashion designing and so on, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure about if he had some fashion designing, but yeah, he was kind of not into chess so much. No, you can see he's not playing so much. So yeah, I don't know. It's pity that he didn't qualify here, for example, because he was very close.
He didn't even try, like he didn't come to the World Cup.
Yeah, but in Grand Swiss he was super close. Yeah.
Yes, but then everyone thought this is last chance is to come to the World Cup. He didn't come.
But I knew he would not come to the World Cup because it's India and far, and I just knew he would not come. It was
For some
pity.
people, it's like becoming the world champion is so important. But
maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. But anyway, he's still super young. He's like 22.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like crazy, no?
It feels like he is already.
Yeah, everybody thinks he's like 30, maybe, retiring. But no, he's 22. So, I mean, he can still win one day. It's just not easy nowadays because everybody is trying. Yeah? So it's even if you are one of the best, it's not guaranteed you will. You see, he's not here. I mean, of course, he's better than many of the players here. No, it's obvious, but this doesn't mean anything. They qualify and he didn't. So it's like this. It's not easy. Huh?
When I was actually talking to Peter Heine Nielsen, who has been the coach of Anand and also Carlsen, he always says that a lot depends on the player about how I work with them. So, like for example, Vichy was totally different from Magnus. In this particular case, you have learned so much from your different experiences. But then when you work with someone like Zhu Jiner or some other players, they are different. So how do you kind of begin? Do you actually first try to understand the person?
Yeah, of course. No, but I already have experience also because I'm not very young anymore. So I have a lot of experience and I more or less understand the players when I check the games, when I see them, I more or less understand. And of course, for example, Zhu and Alireza, they're different levels, so it's a little bit different to change. But I think I can manage. You need some experience for this. It's not coming immediately, no?
Do you have like this one thing that the player should have so that you will work, or you are okay with like they should work hard? Only then you will work with
I think everybody is different, so I don't try to push. For example, with Alireza, I tried a few times to say, let's go to gym, but he said, no, but I'm in good shape, why to go to gym? And then, I stopped at some point, like I tried 5 times and then I stopped. But I think everybody is different. You need to kind of switch to their mode just to take the best out of them. No, this is. And with Alireza, I didn't do much because he's just very good. I mean, I don't think I even did anything because he's just. My job was just to be with him, to help him with some lines, and maybe just that he feels good. Sometimes this is enough just to feel good. You don't need to do anything special. Because sometimes when you play, you really need somebody just to to speak, to be honest with, and just to to have good interaction. This is already enough sometimes.
Right.
You don't need to do some magical thing,
Yeah, actually, this is very difficult, right? Because many times seconds can think, I can change the other person.
Yes.
I can.
No, but for example, I'll give you one example. I remember in Sinkifeld, one time I watched this Christian Chiriva. They had this
C-square
broadcast.
podcast.
Yeah. And they were speaking with Fabi that okay, that me and Alireza, we have very good chemic, you know, like, and actually, yeah, in front of the people, we had like amazing, you know, we had some problems obviously, but we were very, so this is very important already. If people notice this already helps a lot because this means he was feeling very good. Just careful.
Aha, there is the
So yeah, so this is very important to feel good, and we had very good chemistry with him also. We really enjoyed some. Of course, we had some, you know, small fights, but it's normal, no? It's like everybody has, no? So.
Right, and there's this one incident in your life which is very famous, which is with Nigel Short.
Oh yeah, he's here by the way. Yes.
He came yesterday. Yes.
I shook his hand yesterday.
Really?
So, yes. No, but actually we stopped this many years ago in Gibraltar. We already figured out everything, so yeah. But this was because of Topalov again and Danailov, because I mean, he was with us in St. Louis. He was like a very good friend of them. And then at some point he was saying some strange stuff, that okay, maybe he was cheating, I don't know, it was something like this. So that's why I did this, but this was like many years ago, and okay, everything is forgotten. Yeah, so.
And now there are no issues, yeah.
No, but I never had real issue with him because I didn't know him so well. So it was because of Topalov and Danailov, you know. I just defended them. It was not like I never had problem with him.
Amazing. And for you, right now you started working also in training a bit that is not just players, but like this overall training. For example, you were working with killer chess training for some time.
A little bit, but not so much with them. A little bit, but actually, no, I prefer to work only with very strong players, because this is really motivates me. To be honest, working with low-profile players, it's not my thing somehow. I don't feel like I can really help. So this is, and when I work with Zhu or Alireza, it's really motivating me because they can really win. You know, they can. Because I'm like this. When I was playing, also I always played for win. I never care who I play against whom. You know, I just want to win all the time. And now with coaching is the same. I just want to win. You know, for me, it's not like I'm here just to, you know, pass the time, take some money and go home. For me, it's never like this. I just want to win, so this is always
So imagine someone is an IM or some lower rated player but gives you a lot of money. That is not very exciting.
I can do it for a while, but it cannot be long term because it's not my thing. Yeah. I mean, also I'm not feeling that I can help so much. I mean, maybe a little bit I can help. And yeah, I did this many times. I had some lessons with some grandmasters, but very few because it's not... I don't feel like I can help much, so yeah.
And you also wrote a book.
Yeah, I have few books probably already. Yes, I wrote with Agard one book. Yeah, it was very nice. It's about
the recent one. No, it's not too.
The recent one. Yes, it's about pawn sacrifice in general, like dynamic and pawn sacrifice. It's very interesting. A bit high level, but it's interesting book. Yeah.
What was the process of writing a book? Were you like talking with Jakob and doing it, or were you working on it alone?
Actually, I cannot take the credit because I think they did everything. It was like, you know, it was I was giving lessons in killer chess training, and all these lessons we just made it in a book.
Oh, wow.
So it was like this, and of course I gave more examples. You know, I wrote things, something, but they did very good job. Yeah. They just made it in a book. So I just gave the lessons, the positions. But it was very good cooperation because I think it's a really good book.
Amazing.
Really good book, yeah.
And so this writing books, teaching players who are not very strong is not something that you like. So playing and teaching strong players, coaching strong players.
Playing, I'm kind of retiring nowadays, but because I feel already I'm old and it's difficult to keep the same level, and I don't want to play in a low level, you know. I just feel that it's not possible to be 27 anymore, so that's why I just don't want to play much. But coaching, yeah, of course. I mean, I have still I'm young for coaching, so I have good vibes, yeah, good chances to reach some good level. Yeah.
Is it like when you see the players out there? Is it some player that you feel like, okay, it would be nice to work with this player?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can mention these names. But no, I always thought that I can have very good chemistry with Fabi, for example. Okay, I never worked with him, but I just thought that it's possible. And others, I'm not sure really. But with him, I would enjoy. This is definitely.
Why do you say so?
Because I don't know, I know him a long time. We played in the same team in Spain many years. I know him from kid. Somehow I feel that we have same style kind of in chess, playing. So I always felt it to be the same. With Giri, for example, I had the same feeling, and we worked one time. Okay, maybe 2 times. But we had very good time also with him. Because I just felt that we were very close in our opening understanding, and with Fabi is similar. So. But okay, this is just a feeling. I don't know. Maybe it will be very bad. So.
What do you think about this young Indian chess talents? Like, for example, Gukesh, Prag, Arjun,
They're
Nihal.
all, for me, very difficult to understand, to be honest. Like, very difficult. Okay, they're obviously super good, all of them. Actually, to be honest, I like, of 3 of them, I like mostly Pragnanda. I like him really a lot. The others, okay, of course, Gukesh is world champion, Arjun is a genius, he's just brilliant, but from playing, I don't know, I like Prag really. I mean, somehow it's close to my style, I don't know, I just feel that he can be really good also.
Just from the chess perspective?
Yes, I really like his chess. Yeah.
And why do you say you don't understand the other
No,
two
Arjun,
guys?
I don't understand how he's playing, really. He's just throwing some pieces, he's very good, but it's not, I don't know, it's different chess. I just don't, I'm more classical player, so for me it's difficult to understand. Every game he's sacrificing something, no, he's super good, don't take me wrong, no, but it's just not my style, I don't know.
It's the influence of engines or?
Yeah, I don't know, but he has different, like Shirov maybe in the past, something like this, I don't know, no? It's a bit different style. And Gukesh also, he's very good in every kind of aspect of the chess, no? But I don't know, it's personal, I don't really can't explain. I mean, for me, when I see Prag, how he's playing, how he's serious, I also played against him and I felt that he's super strong, so... Yeah, I mean, I never played Arjun, I never played Gukesh, I think, so I don't know. But when I played Prag, I really felt his strength somehow. Yeah.
Do you think about these things like your legacy or something like that, that you would like to create something that people remember?
Yeah, maybe, but not only in chess, yeah, I mean, in general, no, in life. So I already did very good things, yeah, I have my daughter, I have, other things, so yeah, I mean, I already did a lot. In chess especially, I think I reached, okay, maybe not top level, but many players, they want to be on, I mean, they want to achieve what I achieved, so it's already enough for me. And in my coaching career, I still feel that I can do more, yeah, for sure.
Can you tell a bit about your personal life, your daughter, when did you get married, and do you have a life outside of chess as well? What are your hobbies like?
Yeah, I have many hobbies actually. For example, I really enjoy football. And I play when I'm at home, I play every day if possible. And everywhere I can play football. Even if you say now, let's play, I'll just play immediately. I mean, for me, football is better than chess. I like football more than chess, really.
Any favorite player in football that you have?
Okay, I have favorite team, which is Barcelona. It's from my young years, I really enjoyed Barcelona. I still like Barcelona. And as players, okay, I like many of them. For example, nowadays I like Pedri a lot, and many. But from Barcelona mainly, mainly Barcelona. And my favorite of all time, I think it's Rivaldo. He was very good.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So with Magnus, maybe you have some stuff to discuss, about football.
Yes, I think I know a bit more in football than him, but I don't know. we should discuss with him, yes. No, I really enjoy, and this is my best hobby. I have others also, but this is definitely crazy. For example, many times when I'm in some tournament, I cannot prepare the game because I'm watching the match, all night, and it's really tough. I had actually another hobby before, but I don't have it anymore. I like to watch tennis a lot, but I just enjoyed Federer. This was my favorite player, and after he retired, I just cannot watch anymore. For me, it stopped. Tennis just disappeared, because he was so good, and I really like to watch him how he's playing.
I can actually sense a pattern. Like you like art. Like basically for you, maybe sport is a little more artistic than science.
I like the good of the sports,
If someone is just brute force, energy, power, that maybe is not very exciting.
No, you're definitely right. Yeah. Because Federer is like this, Barcelona also is like this, so yeah. Yeah.
The X factor, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. No, I don't know, but for example, Federer, when I was watching, you remember in Gibraltar, always during Gibraltar, they played this Australian Open, no?
Yes.
And many times before the game, I really couldn't. One time I remember with Yufa, it was with Daniel Yufa. I was playing, I need to prepare because it was he's white, he always plays very aggressive. And I couldn't prepare the game because I was watching Federer, he had like long match, like 5 sets or something. And I was late for the game. I was late because he finished some tie break, you know, and I was late. I didn't prepare at all. It was okay. I still won the game, but it was like really because I just wanted to watch the match and I couldn't. Yeah, and with Barcelona it's different because they usually play in the night, so at least I don't lose my game. You know?
So you don't sleep just.
I don't sleep, but okay, I still can prepare maybe something. You know?
And your daughter, how old is she?
She's 7 and a half. Yeah.
Does she play chess?
No, she doesn't like. I mean, she can play, but it's the only thing she doesn't want to do because she's going to athletics, to basketball, to some other sports, but she doesn't like chess, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's normal.
It's amazing to get to know you, Ivan, and in the last 30 minutes that we spent, I got
because
to know you.
Antoinette, my wife, she's also world champion. So, but it's very funny that our daughter is not playing chess.
Ah.
Zhu Jiner. We have fans already.
Yeah, I mean already Anish, about whom you spoke, is here, and but this is amazing that you have, and if you don't mind sharing like your story with Stefanova, like how did you meet her? And
okay, but I know her all my life. No, we are from same country, so yeah. I also was her coach in the past, so yeah, we just know each other for many years. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's amazing. Thank you, Ivan, for sharing this, and to all the best for this candidates tournament. Zhu Jiner, I think it's the beginning. Everyone's looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And I think you will have a lot of big role to play in this.
Thanks. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you.